I went no contact with my girlfriend, and it was the hardest, right decision I've ever made. Not because I missed her. Not because I doubted leaving. But because by the time I got out, I wasn't the same person anymore, and somehow, the thing that hurts the most isn't even her. It's the dog. I met her freshman year of college. Not in class. Not at a party. She emailed me. She said she liked a project I worked on and wanted to be friends. Which, looking back, felt kind of rare. Intentional. Thoughtful. So we met up. And pretty quickly, we became a couple. At first, it felt like I had been chosen. Like out of everyone, she picked me. And I leaned into that. We dated for about 1.5 years. And it wasn't all bad. But the bad parts. They weren't normal relationship problems. They were intense. She came from an abusive household. She had been diagnosed with borderline personality disorder. And I knew that. So every time something went wrong, I told myself, be patient. Be understanding. She's been through worse. But slowly, things shifted. She didn't just want to be important in my life. She wanted to be the most important. Above my friends. Above my family. And if she wasn't, there would be consequences. The moment everything cracked open was the 4th of July. I was with my family. Barbecue, noise, laughter. Normal stuff. She mentioned she wanted to have dinner with her family. In a couple of days. She asked if I wanted to come. I said no. Just no. But to her, that didn't mean no. It meant, convince me. So when the day came, she pouted. Withdrew. Got quiet. Until I gave in. I left my family gathering early. To go with her. And later I found out. While I was getting ready to leave, she went around to my family members. And bragged that I chose her over them. That was it. That was the moment something inside me just snapped into clarity. I knew I had to leave. So I broke up with her. Or at least, I tried to. She walked out of the room, came back, and started talking about giving away her things to people she loved, and in that moment, I realized what she had done. She had taken an entire bottle of antidepressants. To die. Right there. Because I tried to leave. I panicked. I tried to make her throw up. Nothing worked, except one thing. I told her I wouldn't break up with her. And suddenly, she cooperated. That's when I stopped being her boyfriend. And became something else. Something trapped. People always ask, why didn't you just leave? And I've thought about that a lot. I think part of it was fear. If I left, what if she died? What if it was my fault? But also, I didn't want to be alone. And then, there was Odie. She got a dog. A 2-year-old pug named Odie. He had a limp, big eyes. Always kind of confused looking. And she didn't really take care of him. So I did. I fed him, walked him, played with him. And somewhere in all that chaos, Odie became the only pure thing in my life. He didn't manipulate. Didn't threaten. Didn't make me choose. He just existed and loved me. For about 1 year. We had this on and off relationship. Breakup. Get back together. Another crisis. Another attempt. Meanwhile, she moved out. Graduated. Started seeing other people. And she told me everything. Every hookup. Every detail. But the moment I told her I was interested in someone from work, she made another attempt. At one point, her roommate and I sat her down. We told her she needed real help, inpatient treatment. Because she couldn't hold a job. Couldn't take care of herself. Couldn't take care of Odie. She refused. Instead, she paid for AI therapy. $5 a minute. And then left to go hook up with someone. The breaking point came at Christmas. We agreed I'd take Odie for the holiday. And then I got a text from her roommate. She said, after I returned Odie, she planned to cut me off completely. I'd never see him again. That destroyed me. Because I knew what his life would look like without me. He wasn't walked. Wasn't fed properly, ate trash. Lived in filth. No vet care. Nothing. So I made a choice. For once, I chose something I loved. I took him. She called the cops. I called the Humane Society. But then, I made one last mistake. I trusted her. I brought Odie back. To talk things out. She didn't want to talk. So it ended with me saying something I had never said before. I told her she was going to end up exactly like her parents. And she had told me before, that was her biggest fear. I don't regret saying it. Not even a little. After that, I cut contact, blocked her. But she found ways around it. No caller ID, random texts. One time she said she wanted Odie back in my life. No ulterior motive. Then immediately, I just want my best friend back. Another time, she blamed me for Odie's leg hurting. Then handed the phone to her boyfriend, who started insulting me. Told me to never contact her again. Even though, she was always the one reaching out. The last time, she hacked into my Alexa. Started making moaning sounds. Kissing noises. Her boyfriend in the background. Laughing. Then saying, "It's too personal." And hanging up. I unplugged it and threw it away. Now. I'm in my final year of college. I'm in therapy. Group therapy, individual therapy. And I still don't know how to talk about this. Because this wasn't just a breakup. It was something else. Something heavier. When I think about who I used to be, and who I am now, it feels like I've been stained. Like something got on me. And won't come off. I see glimpses of my old self when I'm with friends, when I laugh. But when I'm alone, it all comes back. I miss Odie. I hate her. And honestly, I hate myself a little. For staying as long as I did. But I know this much, leaving was the only way I was ever going to have a future. Even if right now, my present feels stuck. I didn't just lose a relationship. I lost a version of myself, and I'm still trying to figure out how to become someone again.